The shadows are near, tales of the lost and haunted, we're here.
Welcome back to Tales of the Lost and Haunted. North Carolina is full of stories that live in the cracks between towns. Stories whispered on front porches, passed down at kitchen tables, or told by someone who swears they saw something on a lonely road. And tonight, we're heading to one of those places. Locals call it Demon Hill. Just outside Wake Forest off Mitchell Mill Road, there's a stretch of highway that drivers say feels wrong. The trees close in, the road dips, and for decades people have whispered the same thing. This is where the witch walked. The story traces back to a woman who lived somewhere near the wooded corridor. Nobody remembers her name, only that she lived alone, kept to herself, and practiced things that people didn't understand. When she died, the stories say she cursed the hill, and soon after travelers reported strange things. Whispers in the branches, shadows crossing the road, car engines stalling for no reason in the darkest part of the dip. One family swore they saw a woman in a gray dress, standing in the middle of the road, only to vanish when the headlights hit her. So where are we going, guys? Because the two witch stories that are in the area don't have an actual location. It was spoken lore, which means there were spoken stories, so there was no physical record of where this could be. One of them is a witch that was burned at a mill. They don't have written records of where they would be, but they were near the Tar River. So we can go near the Tar River in Lewisburg, which is only like 20 minutes from here, and walk around, drive around town there. The other one is in Dunn, but this is on Dunn Road. So Dunn Road, same thing. You have to keep driving to where people have passed this witch that appears.
Look at the story of the three-legged ghost, I might tell you.
What are you talking about? When scouting for our next adventure, we tend to look at different sources, not just online media. We have a few books that we've acquired over the short time that we've been here in North Carolina. We have a new book that my son decided to purchase for himself in a book fair. Unfortunately, the book doesn't just cover North Carolina, it covers most of the US. And some of these stories are just too far for us to travel to within a weekend. So what do we got?
Oh, we can't go to the three-legged ghost because that's on Mississippi.
That's it.
That's in Mississippi.
Yeah, that's pretty far. It's not going to work.
That's in North Carolina, but I don't know where the Ozark Howler
We're
lives.
going to have to look that up.
Howler.
Read about it.
Howler is
Where
a
is that?
massive, scary, and dangerous big cat. Bigger than a bear, it even has horns, according to some stories. In the early 2000s, dozens of sightings were reported. Even more people heard the creature's eerie howl.
Welcome back. We haven't done any ghost adventures recently.
In a while.
But I hope you're liking our videos.
That's it. All right, go ahead, say something.
Hello guys, we've been doing a lot of ghost hunting, and I was asking for a witch story a million times.
A million times, and we're finally doing a witch story.
And we're going witch hunting.
Okay. Even today, drivers avoid this stretch at night. Some say the air gets heavy. Some say the woods go silent. And some say if you stop the car and turn off the engine, you might just hear footsteps approaching your window. Whether it's just the imagination playing tricks or something older, that's for each visitor to decide. Demon Hill isn't the only witch story hidden in North Carolina's back roads. In fact, this state has a long tradition of witch tales, some darker, some stranger, all unforgettable. One of these stories is the Black Witch of Roanoke Island. On Roanoke Island, long before the lost colony disappeared, residents told stories of a black witch who could summon storms and predict death. Fishermen said she walked the beaches at night, leaving no footprints on the sand. Some still claim her shadow moves on the dunes when the wind dies. Another such tale is the Witch of Valle Crucis in Watauga County. In the mountains near Valle Crucis, people whisper about this witch who lived near the old crossroads, a place said to be where the veil is thin. Locals reported livestock dying overnight, travelers losing their way, and even strange lights drifting across the valley at night. The church there, they say, was built to push something back into the dark. One of the more famous stories takes us to the Devil's Tramping Ground in Chatham County, a barren circle where nothing grows. Most people blame the devil himself, which is the more common story, but older stories speak of a witch who bound something beneath that soil. People who camped there claim to hear pacing footsteps circling the tent all night long. If you ever reach the Outer Banks, you might hear the tale of the Witch of Currituck Sound. Along the Outer Banks, sailors told of a witch who controlled the tides. When she was angered, storms rose suddenly, flipping ships that crossed her territory. Even modern-day captains say certain waters just don't feel right. North Carolina is a state built on old stories, and some of these stories you could find if you dig deep enough, and Demon Hill is one of them. Alright, so it's kind of raining a little bit. I don't want to get the camera wet. This is where the road slopes down and back up. You lose most of the natural light, and it gets unusually quiet. That's where we're at. So what are you getting?
Well, I got it all the way to yellow. And
Did it go away?
yeah, it went away. First, look, it did it before, but now it's not doing it anymore. Like, it's just like it went away. Like if the witch doesn't want to be ghost hunted.
The witch doesn't want to be ghost hunted.
Some say it's just a dark stretch of road, and others swear there's something still walking there, something restless. So if you ever find yourself on Jonesville Road after midnight, slow down, turn off your radio, listen to the trees, because the Witch of Demon Hill may still be watching. This is Tales of the Lost and Haunted. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe and join us for our next chilling adventure.